Hey everyone, my name's Rupin. I'm a conscious parenting coach, and what I do some of the day is content create. I write articles and make YouTubes like this one today. And I've just been in a specific chapter of my life where I've been working very hard on my body. I've been training and dieting, trying to get into the best shape of my life. I did a great job a year and a half ago to really trim down and be in the shape that I wanted to be in, and then after I got into good shape, I did a photo shoot to celebrate and document the process. After the photo shoot, I certainly lost my way somewhat, and I felt misguided and directionless, which then left me floating through the next few months. I put on a lot of weight and left that condition that I had got myself in. So about 9 months later, I decided that I wanted to get back into shape, and I've spent the last 6 months really working to get back into the great shape that I wanted to be in. I had my second photo shoot yesterday, and I see a few challenges with the post-photo shoot lifestyle and mindset that I just wanted to address today to see if this might be useful for any of you that are going through physical and mental challenges, goal setting, target-oriented living, and understanding your psychology and consciousness to a point that you can make your inner world on your own side work for you instead of self-sabotaging and actually working against you. So there's a recent inspiration that's come to me through the form of Tom Brady, the 7-time Super Bowl winner, the NFL superstar, possibly greatest of all time, and I'm finding a lot of inspiration in him. I've really collected a little bit of merchandise recently, and I have spent some time watching his videos and understanding his process and work ethic. One thing that I noticed in the Disney Plus documentary, which is called Man in the Arena, he mentions that at the time when he had won 3 Super Bowls, you receive a ring for winning. That's your celebratory prize, and you get to keep that ring. Somebody asked him which ring he liked the best and which one was his favourite, and his answer after he won the first one, second one and third one was always the next ring. And even after the 4th, 5th and 6th, he was still saying the next ring will be the one that I will enjoy the most. And I recognise this as such a common side effect of being a hard-working person who diligently strives for more because they are eternally dissatisfied with who they are and what they are at the moment. It works in their favour, and it continues to progress them as they pursue bigger and bigger goals. And the downside is that they sometimes miss the enjoyable moments of celebration, that they aren't present in the ups and they miss the high, and so sometimes that can be unfulfilling. I had a cup of tea and a few nachos with one of the other people that we did the photo shoot together with yesterday, and what we were discussing was the vibe, the energy that we were feeling. There was this real buzz in the room whilst we were doing our photo shoot. There was 4 of us, and we were doing the shoot one after the other, all in this private closed gym that was just open for us. There was a lot of excitement. We were all checking each other's physique. We were celebrating together, feeling pumped and so grateful that we'd worked hard and were in the shape of our lives in great condition. So there was this really big buzz in the room, and we were feeling high when we came out of the gym from our photo shoot. And as we were sitting, we were having a little bit of a snack, kind of like treating ourselves. We were just chatting, and I was trying to help this friend of mine to enter the moment and to allow himself to enjoy the moment, to be in this celebration. He was riding on the adrenaline from the photo shoot, and I could see that he was just so excited. He was like really just bubbling and loving every single moment. He was thrilled that it was done and that he had completed his checkpoint and his journey. And I fortunately am on photo shoot number 2, so I do remember what it was like for photo shoot number 1, and I also felt extremely elated on photo shoot number 2. I would also say that I'm a very different person to who I was a year and a half ago. I have been through a lot since then, and I've also connected deeply with myself and started to bring presence and mindfulness more and more into everyday activities. And you'll hopefully be able to watch my coffee morning meditation video that I post just recently. I think that will be really useful to understand how I'm trying to teach you to bring that mindfulness into every single moment, and that you don't have to be on the yoga mat to be meditating. You don't have to have 30 minutes set aside to be meditating. And so this is one of those moments where we were feeling that energy, we were feeling buzzed, and now we were in this treat, in this little snacky situation. His family was there and we were really enjoying the company, and there's a part of us that is still in the previous moment. There's a part of us that gets locked in on the amazing, fulfilling feeling of being in that photo shoot. And how do we exit that photo shoot mental space and enter the snack treat, which is not as fulfilling? It's not the pump, it's not got that high level of energy, it's just the moment, it's like the come down, it's the relaxation and settling into the post photo shoot bliss. Well, I was suggesting to this friend that perhaps they could make a video diary and that they could journal into the video camera so that they could really process and lay out all of the feelings that they were experiencing, that they could spend some time listening to their own heart and listening to the joy that was clearly exuding from his energy and from his face. And if we can give ourselves that opportunity to feel heard, give ourselves a speaking chance, either by writing in the journal, but in this case it was a video diary on the phone, that seemed like it would be a more appropriate solution. So if we can spend some time connecting with ourselves and listening to ourselves, that is a sensible way to make that transition from the high into the next moment, because actually the snack and the treat is worth it. It's a really wonderful part of completing something like a photo shoot. So when you transition, you want to transition and be fully present in the next space as well. So transition by creating some sort of diary or blog that allows you to express all of the joy and all of the feeling, not so that you can leave it behind, but just so that the next moment isn't being displaced by the energy from the previous moment. It's very easy to miss the celebration because you are still in a rush from the actual activity, and before you know it, what happens is that the celebration is over. The celebration comes and goes, and everybody else is fully celebrated because they were there and present in the celebration. But if you are still on your high from the actual activity that you are celebrating, you might miss it. It might be something that comes and goes, sweeps past you, and before you know it, in the blink of an eye, now you're back to the grind. And if you go back to the grind and you don't feel like you celebrated, there's a resentful part that hides and waits for the next time that you are grinding and wants to celebrate at a time that is not celebrating, like it's not appropriate for the celebration. So that celebration which was missed starts to creep back into the grind times. And so being present and celebrating properly hard at the time can only really happen if we can release the emotions and the adrenaline from the actual activity that we're celebrating. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. makes sense when I'm saying it, but I can feel that it's a little bit roundabout. So hopefully this is making lots of sense for you. Okay, so I'm just going to put here, don't miss it. So I think those are really important points. Hopefully you find this video useful. If you have any questions or you want to understand a little bit better about using the video diary to create a blog post, what to do with that afterwards, and how to enter your celebratory moments with full open-hearted presence, feel free to give me a shout. You can send me an email. It's Rupin, R-U-P-I-N, @consciousparentingcoach.co.uk. Otherwise, just drop a comment on the YouTube. I would really love to hear what your thoughts are, and I will catch up with you really soon. Feel free to follow on my Instagram. It's RUPINRACH, where a lot of my fitness stuff does go. So if you want to see the shape and the photo shoot that I was in, really love to show you. I'm very keen to share, and I'm so proud of where I am and how it's been. So that's why I really wanted to make this video as well. Hopefully that's useful, and really well done to everybody that did their photo shoot on the day. We all smashed it, and you guys are amazing. So I'll catch up with you soon. Speak to you all later. Thanks very much. Bye.